I'm going to begin the meeting. Um, and if you know you got a place at the table, come on up to the table. Since I'm going to begin, I don't want to, the, the people that are here on time, I'm not going to make them punish them for the people that ain't here on time. So we're going to begin the meeting. And I want to just thank everyone for being here with us today for our January, first of the year, 2020 Skilled Trades Task Force meeting. Happy New Year's to everyone. We are hoping this is a year that everyone who wants to get into the trades will be into the trades that they want to be into. So that's my say for the year. Is this anyone's first time being at our Skilled Trades Task Force meeting? Okay. So if it's your first time being here, I want to just say to you that the Skilled Trades Task Force was started probably about 10 years ago. And the reason for the Skilled Trades Task Force beginning, the vision that I had was seeing all of the people that were coming in from every state getting jobs in the trades when we had people that were right here in the city of Detroit and in the metropolitan area that wanted to be into the trades but could not get into the trades. And so I reached out to some of these gentlemen, and many of them that you see today are the same ones that was here with us on day one. So I reached out to these gentlemen and said, let's do something to get the Skilled Trades Task Force started. And so I am not in the trades. The ones that you see up here are the ones that can answer the questions that you have. And of course, I know you're going to have some questions. So they'll be the ones that can answer the questions. These are the ones that have the apprenticeship opportunities. Brenda Jones don't have any in the trades, but they do. And so we work hand in hand. These gentlemen want to retire at some point in their life, and they have people in the trades that have already retired that they need to replace. And so that's what we're working on, getting all those replaced. We know that there's going to be a lot of jobs that are coming up as the weather starts breaking. And so we want to get everyone who wants to get involved to get involved. So again, welcome. Thank you for being here. There are many, many opportunities that exist out there. And so we're just going to talk about a few. And so I'm going to begin by letting the gentleman up here. And I normally have gentlemen and women, but today that's okay. I handle it. I'm the only woman. I can handle it. I got broad shoulders. I'm going to let the gentlemen up here that are with me introduce themselves and talk about their trade. And let's see if they can do it. Let me see. The one that I know can't do it is not up here. So let's see if they can do it in 3 minutes. So they're just going to give a brief introduction of their name and where they're from, whether or not they are union, contractors, developers, and I know everyone up here, so I know what they are, but I'm going to let them tell you where they are from and just a brief introduction of their actual trade. So I'm going to begin to my far left.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Salvador Sanson. I'm a business representative with the Laborers Local Union 1191 in Detroit, Michigan. We're located at 2161 West Grand Boulevard in Detroit, 48208. Our phone number is 313-894-2241. Our website is www.laborerslocal1191.org. We're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. If you guys have any questions, feel free to give us a call there. And if I'm not there, just leave a voicemail. I'll get back with you if you got any questions regarding the laborers union. We represent all laborers that work for union construction companies, highway road contractors, underground pipe contractors, bridge contractors, excavation contractors, demolition, concrete, asphalt, contractors that work in airports. If you guys got any questions, feel free to give us a call.
Good afternoon. My name is Raul Zamron. I'm with the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers Union. I represent the bricklayers, tile, terrazzo, restoration, refractory, cement work, plaster, and refractory. We are a union. Our union is located on 8 Mile in Ryan. We do have an apprentice program. Our apprentice program is a 12-week program. It's 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. You get paid $10 a day to help you out with transportation. At the end of the training, you will get all the necessary tools, several $100s worth of tools. And we'll also, because we're investing our time and our money into you, you will be placed with one of our union contractors. The training is completely free. Now the tools are completely free, no cost to you. That's the training, the tools, and the facilities and the instructors. Once you finish, you will start at about 65% of what a journeyman makes, and that includes all your package, which is your health insurance and your pension. There are several paths you can take once you finish the program. You can just be a journey person in the field that you selected, or you can go on and become a foreman or a superintendent or even a contractor. We will help you with that. Also can apply 25 credits towards community colleges towards a degree in the construction management, so you can continue in that field. You don't necessarily have to have experience, obviously, to come to the training, but if you do have experience, we're also looking for experienced tradesmen. We simply will evaluate you, see where you're at, and then based on that, you can start at a percentage or perhaps maybe even start as a journeyman. When you do come in as an apprentice, you work towards your journeyman's. It's a 4-year program. It's you get a raise every 6 months, about 5%. Our hall, like I said, it's located in our training facilities, located on 8 Mile and Ryan. You can reach us at bricklayers.org. The requirements for the training is that you have a high school diploma or GED equivalency, U.S. citizen or equivalent, and also 2 character references. There's some pamphlets in the back if anybody would like to pick up some information, or you can ask me after the meeting or during the meeting, ask any questions if you have any questions. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Adrian Bonds. I'm a business representative from Roofers and Waterproofers Local 149. We're located at 1640 Porter Street in Detroit. We also have a 4-year apprenticeship program, Earn While You Learn, go to school 1 night a week, 18, pass a drug test, valid driver's license, and transportation. You can reach us on Facebook through Roofers Local 149. There's a link you can click on, fill out an application, and we will email that to our contractors, and we will also reach out to you, see about placement, and we look forward to hearing from you.
Good afternoon. My name is Christian Phillips. I'm with the Operating Engineers, Local 324. We represent the heavy equipment operators, the guys that fix the roads, also the stationary engineers that work in some of the buildings down here, a lot of Detroit public schools, boilers. We have an apprenticeship program once a year. We take applications. It's in June. I have a pamphlet on the back table. Our website is www.oe324.org. It's on that pamphlet. You go to there, and it'll give you all the information you need to apply to the apprenticeship program. I came through it myself, and it's the best thing I ever did. We also are affiliated with a program called Access for All that gets Detroit residents the skills they need to apply for an apprenticeship and to get to work. So that pamphlet is also on the back table. If you have any questions, feel free to come up to me and ask.
Good afternoon. My name is Rick Pruce. I'm with IBEW, which stands for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 58, right here in Detroit. We're located 1358 Abbott Street, downtown Detroit. We have apprenticeship programs also that are available. Next week, next Monday, you can apply to our apprenticeship program. You can apply online. The website is DetroitEITC.org. Again, DetroitEITC.org. You can also call the school for more information. The phone number is 586-751-6600. Again, that's 586-751-6600. I only saw 2 people writing that down, so I don't know. If you aren't interested, maybe you know somebody that is interested. I guarantee you there's somebody in your family that could be well served by getting into one of these apprenticeship programs. I would challenge anybody up here, come talk to us and ask us. This is the best decision you ever made, is getting into the skilled trades. We have applications that start next week. You have to be at least 18 years old, a high school graduate or GED. You have to have 1 year of algebra on your transcripts. So one of the things that we run into, Madam President, is that people don't send in their transcripts. So please reach out to the school if you can't get your transcripts. We have ways of getting things done. So any questions, please feel free to ask.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Rufus Hamilton. I am the president of the Plumbers Local 98. We are located in Madison Heights on 555 Horace Brown Drive. We are plumbers that we represent and do all of the plumbing, underground, in wall, sanitary, fresh water, in the great part of eastern Michigan, from about Port Huron as low as Toledo, as west as Ann Arbor. We have a 5-year apprenticeship program. You want to be 18. There is a Workkeys test that should be taken that would help you during your application process. And if you do want to apply, our website is plumbers98tc.org. And there's a link on that website. Once again, plumbers98tc.org. And you can click on that link, and it will start you with your application process. If you have any questions, feel free to approach me. I'm here with one of our business reps, Gary Glazier, is in the audience here. And we can get you any more further information if you're really interested in being a plumber. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Ramos. I represent Ironworkers Local 25. Ironworkers Local 25 accepts applications all year round. You can get our applications on ironworkers25.org. Go to the careers and application bar, click on it, and our printable application comes up. You must turn your application in person. On that application, we'll give you the times, the dates, and the place where to turn your application in. Our office number is 248-344-9494. We also have a 4-year apprenticeship. You start off at $20.58 an hour and get a $1 raise every 6 months. We cover the entire Lower Peninsula of Michigan. There's 68 counties in the Lower Peninsula. We cover 64 of them. So we cover the whole mitten. Again, to apply to our apprenticeship, you have to have a high school diploma or GED equivalent, be 18 years of age, have a valid driver's license, birth certificate, and social security card are the main things we ask for. Driver's license is a must. Since we cover the whole entire state of Michigan, you got to be able to get to work. Again, you can get our application at ironworkers25.org. If you have any questions, I got cards up here. give me a call or go and talk to me after the meeting. I'd be happy to talk to you. Thank you.
Mr. Winfrey?
Good afternoon, Madam President, Brenda Jones, and distinguished members of the skilled trades. I'm representing Detroit Public Schools Community District and representing the superintendent's office. Currently, we are on a vast program to basically talk about our facilities, speaking of the trades, talking about our buildings, facilities, as well as our funding. We have 11 meetings scheduled throughout the city of Detroit. The last two are tonight at Western International High School. I know that's too soon at 5:30, but then we have another meeting this tomorrow night, the 23rd of January at Osborne High School. These meetings, Dr. Vitti is coming out talking about basically how our schools are funded, as well as how we're going to taking our buildings from now into 2030, how we take it to the next level, so making sure every building is adequately housed for our students. We ask that members of the audience come out, as well as members of the skilled trades as well, and I have flyers about these meetings as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Carter?
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Howard Massaquoi Carter. I'm from Volunteers of America, Michigan. I represent the program HPOG. HPOG is a Health Profession Opportunity Grant. We provide healthcare training for Wayne County residents who receive food or cash assistance, able to pass a background check, and take a basic skills test called the TABE or CASAS. We offer trainings like CNA, PCT, phlebotomy, EKG, dialysis, pharmacy technician, dialysis technician, registered behavioral technician, medical billing and coding, and medical administrative assistant. And these opportunities are at various locations. We have training providers throughout Wayne County. So we have orientations in our office every Monday at 10:30, 11:30, and at 2:30, as well as walk-in Wednesday at our office located at 3031 West Grand Boulevard, Suite 465, Detroit, Michigan, 48202. And again, we do have a Facebook page, Volunteers of America, Michigan, and that information is there, and I also have flyers as well. So please share the word for those who are interested in healthcare trainings. Thank you.
Okay, is there anyone in the audience that's not sitting up here that I have not called on that have apprenticeship programs or employment opportunities? Okay, let me just do a couple of housekeeping things. First, I want to thank the Community Center for allowing us to grace your space, and thank Pastor for allowing us to be here, use up your electricity, and just be in this place to have our meeting. So thank you so much for allowing us to be here. I want to thank you again for being at our meeting today. This, again, is our first meeting of the year. We look forward to gainful career opportunities and employment opportunities for those that are interested. We look forward to that for you. So let me say a couple of things that they talked about. You have to have your GED or diploma, but for those that are returning citizens, and I don't mean you coming back from Iraq, if you are a returning citizen, have a felony, let me say, I didn't hear anyone up here say that we do not accept returning citizens, and so they are open for returning citizens. What I say to you is this: don't lie on the application. Because if you lie on the application and they find out you're lying, and even if you have already got into that apprenticeship program, you will find yourself being dismissed from that apprenticeship program, or you will find, if they find out that they were going to put you into that apprenticeship program and you did not give accurate information, I think your application is going to go right in the garbage. So please tell the truth on your application. They have nobody up here said to you, we do not accept returning citizens. So that's the first thing I want to say. The second thing I want to say is you have to be drug-free. Now, I'm not asking anybody out there about their history or about what they're doing right now, but what I am saying is if you know you're not drug-free, get yourself drug-free before you test for an apprenticeship program. There is no law at this particular time, not city, not state, not federal, that says that you have to be hired if it's medical marijuana. So medical marijuana, recreational marijuana, and any of those things are basically treated the same way. So again, there is no exception for medical marijuana. There's no exception because recreational marijuana is now legal in some areas that you will be excused because you will not. I'm telling you for them. You will not because at this point it is a liability to the trades to have you working now. So I say if you need assistance in trying to help you get yourself clear, we do have people that will work with you on that and not hold it against you, but will help you. So those are the things that they did not say that I wanted to say. Let me also say that no question is a dumb question, other than the question that you sit right there and don't ask, and walk out of that door and say, I wish somebody else would have asked. That's dumb. Because we're all family, and we're all here to help each other get into the trades. These gentlemen have done what they needed to do today, and they're here to help assist you get into that trade. So if you sit there and you have a question and you don't ask it, shame on you. Shame on you. So on that note, I am going to open the floor for questions and answers and discussion. And so if you will go to the mic, because we are being televised, because somebody else at home might be watching and might have that same question. They might not have had means of getting here today and want to watch it, but we want them to have all of the information as well. So I asked you, don't scream it out because the mic can't pick it up. And I'm going to tell you you're out of order. So please go to the mic and you will have your opportunity to ask the question and get a response back.
Thank you, Madam President. Happy New Year, you
Happy New
guys.
Year.
And I want to inform you that I made history. I won the Apprentice of the Year over all the trades. And I don't really have a question. I just want to encourage you guys who came out. I went through the program. I'm a journeyman laborer now. I went through the program. The operating engineer was speaking of Access for All. And I was hired by excavating company. And I did the 4-year apprenticeship program. And I'm a journeyman now. Not only am I a journeyman, but I just won a prestigious award over all those trades up there. 2,100 men I beat out. So it's what they're saying is true. I'm a testament. I'm a testament of it. You came out today, this is just the beginning. You have to put your applications in, you have to put your footwork in, but it's worth it because I stand here. You see my jacket? They gave me my jacket. They gave me a jacket for winning. Not only did I win that award, I won $1,000. $1,000 came with that, and a huge 50-pound trophy, and I'm on a billboard. And I'm a felon, and I'm over 45. So there's really no excuses. There's no excuses why it can't be done. They come out here. Most of them live 45 minutes to an hour away. So that's 2 hours away once they leave here to go home. They come out here to help us get jobs. It's no strings attached. It's nothing. It's for you. Also, I want to mention, you guys, I work on road work. So by me being a black woman and a felon, MDOT sponsored me. So during my 4 years of apprenticeship, I didn't buy boots, I didn't buy tools, I didn't buy clothes, anything. They make sure, not only do they help you with your tools, but MDOT, if you work in road work, they make sure that you succeed. So the work is out here. We all see the work is out here. We need you guys out there. I'm a journeyman now. It's time for me to be lazy. I worked for my 4 years. I need you guys to come out and get this work. If anybody got any questions for me, I'll be sitting here. And I just want to thank Ms. Jones because I came out here. My mentor brought me here to her, and I got affiliated with the Access for All program here. And now here I stand, a history maker. So don't doubt it. It's real. They don't pay me. I come out here because I want you guys to be successful, be history makers like me. So if you got any questions, I'll stick around for a little while. But good luck and don't give up.
So I
Persevere.
got a
It's worth it.
question. I got a question for you. You said Access for All helped you. What is Access for All?
Oh, okay. Access for All is an apprenticeship readiness program. There's certain tests that you have to take to be accepted into the apprenticeship programs, and one of them is math. So with the Access for All program, they help you with your math, to strengthen your math. They help you with interpersonal, like interviewing skills, soft skills. People may think that you don't need soft skills, but in construction, you still have to go and do the interview. And so we know what it is once we get the job, but you still have to be able to present yourself, speak properly, like I speak. They taught me that, how to how to deal with people. And then there's also other things that are required, like OSHA. OSHA is occupational safety and hazard. They have, once you complete the program, while going through the program, they train you in that. So you have that. That's a leg up against another person that will come before you if they were to apply. And I'm pretty sure that the journeyman up here would attest to this. If you were to go to and apply for an apprenticeship program and you have your OSHA 30, your lead and asbestos awareness certificate, and if someone else would come and don't have that, they look at you first. Because you're almost there. You know how to be safe on a job site, and safety is the most important. So that's the things you get out of the apprenticeship readiness programs that they spoke about up here. Not only that, the apprenticeship, the Access for All program give you an $800 stipend. You go to that program from 4:30 to 7:30 at night, so you don't have to quit your job immediately. And they train you, prepare you. They bring contractors in, interview you, and hopefully hire you. And if you're hired in, you automatically get sponsored into the apprenticeship of your choice. So that's what the apprenticeship readiness programs do. They just take lay people and prepare you to be a construction worker.
Okay, thank you. And one other thing I want to say that she said they helped me get a job. Skilled trades is not a job, it's a career.
Right,
And you can take that any place. If you say, it's too cold here in Detroit, it's too cold in Michigan, I want to be in Arizona. You can take, once you get that journeyman's card, you can take that any place and get into that career. So it's not just a job. It's a career that travels with you wherever you go. And it's a legal career that pays good legal money. So, I commend you because you never gave up. I'm going to tell the gentlemen sometimes, and the women, sometimes you might call one of the gentlemen, and there's no females up here today, but you might call them and say, I never got a call back. It's kind of like, you got to be a little persistent. Like when you find a woman that you want to talk to and she don't call you back, you call her back, and you call her back, and you call her back, and you call her back until she call you back. That's sometimes how you have to be with this. You can't say I'm pestering, like when you calling that woman, you ain't thinking you a pest. You just know you want to talk to her. You got to do the same here. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I keep it real. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because they're getting several calls. You're not the only call they're getting. And that lets them know also that you're really serious about wanting to get into that apprenticeship program. That tells you you're really serious. If you're constantly calling them, finally they're going to get sick. I'm sick of him calling me. Let me call him back and see what he wants. I'm sick of her calling me. Let me call her back and see what they want. So be persistent. If you don't get that call back the first time, don't give up. And then the other thing I want to say is know which trade you want to go into, because you're wasting your own time if you say, okay, well, they have some open in the electrical field, but I really want to be a roofer. You wasting that apprenticeship time. Wait and get into the field that you want to get into, because time is very valuable these days. So I just wanted to add that.
And I want to add what she said. It is an awesome career. And while I was an apprentice, I was paying into a pension. I had the best health care. I started out at $20 an hour. And she said, what she said about the apprenticeship readiness program with the Access for All, they help you decide which program you're interested in because they bring out the different trades and you do a community project. And that helps you decide too. She was right. I misspoke. This isn't a job. This is a career that I can take international, not just statewide. You know, the United States. I can go all over the world. My journeyman card is an international journeyman card. I can work anywhere at union wages. So, yeah, good luck and stick with it. It's worth it.
Thank you. And the same with medical. They need nurses. They need doctors everywhere you go. So it is the same. These are careers that you're getting into, not just a job. I'm the person that work a job. When I'm no longer Detroit City Council president and I go to another state, that don't transfer with me. I had to be reelected in that state for a council person. So I'm working a job. These are careers.
Hello, my name is DeAndre Green. I'm bricklayer by trade. I also work for Ram Construction Services. Brought some flyers in. I started 12 years ago as a bricklayer, went through the apprenticeship, completed it, started working. Been working for Ram over 6 years now. Ram is one of the biggest contractors, restoration contractors in this region, the Southeast region. With Ram, I've been down to Ohio, Louisiana. They have a bunch of different offices all over. So like Madam President said, if you don't want to be here in Michigan with the code, you can go anywhere else. I'm a foreman for this contractor. I believe I'm still the youngest foreman in this in the facade division. So, like she said, if you really want it, you can go after it, and it's a career. And I would prefer you to go with the bricklayers.
Any questions? Any comments? All right, I mean, I know you're here to get information, but I'm sure you have to have a question or a comment. Because they already have the answers. You are trying to get the answers. Come up to the mic. You don't even have to raise your hand, just come up to the mic.
This question for the local 25, I believe.
Yeah.
I just was on a website as you guys were just talking, and it said something about like a school program with I have to look, but it says something about a school program y'all put people through. Like, is that you have to pay for that or
No,
what?
that's our apprenticeship. The only thing
Take the mic, please.
I'm sorry. The only thing you have to pay for is your initial drug test and your physical.
Right.
Okay. Books, you have to pay for your books, but you don't have to pay everything at once. You set up a $20 a month. You got 4 years to pay it off. The total price is like $800. You'll make more than that in the first month to pay for your
And
books.
iron worker like welding and stuff like that, or
Iron workers consist of 5 different bases. We got reinforced steel, which is all the footings. We reinforce all the concrete. We got structural steel, which is all the framing of a building. We got heavy machinery movers. We go in and move presses, set up robots. Ornamental. Ornamental is, for instance, the tiger outside of Comerica Park. We set those. Pre-engineered buildings. If anybody knows where the Detroit Lions practice at in Allen Park, that building there is called a pre-engineered building. We put those up also. So there's five facets of the trade. We got fencing and erecting. We got over 6-7 fencing companies. So that's just a little. You can do anything. If you're afraid of heights, you can keep you on the ground.
right? And you said it started at $20.58 for the apprentice program, like to
Yes.
work as an apprentice. Okay.
Yes.
I got
And-
okay. Keep going.
Yep.
All right, and I got a question for the electrical guy. You said your program is a 1-year apprentice.
It's a 5-year apprenticeship program. There's 3 different apprenticeship programs when you go online to apply. There's 3 of them on there. So the main one that most people want to get into is the inside wireman program, that you become a journeyman electrician after 5 years. And it's earn while you learn, so during that 5 years, we have a job placement, so you're not looking for work, we place you on the job.
Right, right. And a journeyman is somebody who traveled different places to do electrical work, basically?
Yeah, so with a journeyman's license, like Madam President had said, that you can go anywhere with that journeyman's license. It's recognized internationally. But locally here, your electrical license is with the state of Michigan, with the city of Detroit. Are you a Detroit resident?
Warren, I live in Warren right now. Yeah.
Well, you'd be registering with the state of Michigan, but you'd be able to go anywhere. And with construction, you're never in the same place. One day you're building a building downtown, next minute you're out in Warren. You're all over southeast Michigan. In some trades, you're all over the state, and you heard from one gentleman, he's all over the country. So it's really up to you on how far you want to travel and where you want to go. That's one of the great freedoms of these trades, is that you're never in the same place. You're always moving around, getting to learn new people, new places, and great experiences.
Right. And how much does that start off at?
Ours is $19 an hour.
$19 an hour. All right, because right now I'm making good money. I'm a welder. I'm just trying to find something I can do to keep going, because right now I'm doing good. Like she said, she a fella and I'm a fella. I'm 24. I'm just trying to find a good career path right now to keep going, to keep making more money. Because right now I just bought a house. I'm fixing it up. So if I could find a better career path right now, I'm making 19 right now. I'm trying to get into like 25 range, So whatever one works the best for me, I'm just trying to, right, that's why I'm asking questions, because I'm not here to like play or act like I'm too good. So I'm trying to get some money. Before I'm 30,
What do you enjoy doing? What is your...
I like welding, but I'm getting kind of tired of it. I'm moving into fitting. So lately I've been fitting to get like $20, $21 an hour at my job, but I'm getting kind of tired of that. So I just want to see what the electrical about, because I just had an interview at a job where they had electrical stuff, and it just was looking interesting. So I honestly don't know. But if I could move around, I plan on moving to Georgia. So soon, not soon, but soon. So once I get my house fixed, I get the first tenant in there, I plan on taking my skills to Georgia. So if I could find a good trade out here right now, I'm going to start that. So maybe plans will change. You never know.
Well, my suggestion to you, because you said a lot in that little bit, that if you're planning on moving, I would invest in that area where you're moving, because
no, I'm not planning on moving now. I got to build out here right now, but I want to move to Georgia by the time I'm 30, so I want to learn and get a good career path right now.
So if you're interested in becoming an electrician, then you should go to the state that you want, because that's going to be where your license is going to be. That's where you're going to have that's where you're going to be your home base. That's where you want to have your license to be.
So you can't take the electrical license.
You can take it, but it's better if that's the place you want to be, that's where you get your license from.
Right.
Because even though it's going to be a little bit more complicated to do it, like come in Detroit, you'll have to have some contract. There's a lot to, let's talk offline. I don't want to bore everybody with a lot of details and get in the weeds, but.
All y'all pamphlets back there, right?
Yes.
And it was another one that sounded interesting. I don't know if it was the blue shirt. What was it? What do you guys do again?
The bricklayers and cement trial trades.
Sorry, it wasn't bricklayers. I think it was you.
So let me just say, Access for All is a great place so that you can get exposed to all the trades, because it sounds like you're still looking. You're still looking. You don't really know exactly what.
Whatever make good money.
So you want to be exposed to all the trades. So Access for All is a great place where you can see all the trades. Where they'll take you to the training centers, they'll expose you to all the trades. I think there's at least 22 different apprenticeship programs in the skilled trades. So we have a very wide variety, and I heard one person say, become a bricklayer, but that might not be the best thing for you. You might want to be something else. And so you might want to see that first. And firsthand, you have somebody that's sitting down right next to you that has been through that, and that would be able to help direct you on some of those Access for All programs that are available.
And just for a point of information, your welding license with us is good across the country. You can go to Louisiana, you can go to California, you can go to Florida. It's good. You get a well license here in Michigan. It's good
Do
all
y'all
across the
offer
country.
welder inspector license?
Yes, we do. We'll
Okay,
train
yeah.
you for that. Yep. CWI. Yep.
All right, well. So you were,
If you talk out and not at the mic,
so which one was the labor where you get on the road? Cause I think that's cool too. I mean,
I put some templates out on the back with our information, our training school information. We could talk afterwards as well. But I forgot to mention that there is one of our largest union contractors for road and heavy highway is having a hiring event at Ford Field Saturday, February 1st from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're looking to hire union laborers, union operators, union finishers. Feel free to grab templates. I put them all on the back table. We will be there as well. I think the operators union is going to be there that day at Ford Field as well. We're going to be, if anybody has any questions that day. Everybody take 50 people. You guys know anybody looking for a job? Because this contractor is hiring this year. They have a lot of work.
all right. Well, that's it for me. Thank you.
I did want to clarify something. Does it work? I did want to clarify something that you said you wanted to increase your wages. Well, all the trades here start at about $20 an hour, and they get a raise every 6 months or quarterly until you get your journeyman's card. So you'll be in a 30 plus range. Is that what you're looking for?
That's what I'm looking for.
Right. And well, this is all the trades. The $20-some an hour is just what you start at. 6 months later, you already get a raise as long as you perform the amount of hours that are required for that.
All right, thanks. Thank you so much, guys.
any other questions or comments? Really? No one has any questions or comments?
How you doing? I'm Tyree Smith. I'm a real estate investor, philanthropist. I do almost everything. And, well, really, I woke up to this morning from a text from my pastor's wife from my church, and I didn't know nothing about this. And I was just wanted to ask, do you guys feel like, do you reach the inner city youth and kind of almost everyone? And really, how can I help, or how can we, try and expand and, get more people in here and get more involvement and, kind of rile the city up and get everybody together? Because
So thank you for that question. That was a very good question. And so, again, I said we've been doing this about 10 years, probably about 12 years. And so we started doing it just downtown. And once we did it downtown and we were finding people were having to pay like $20, $25 for parking, we started moving it around the city to different locations around the city. And so we move it around the city. We email people. We email block club groups. We email everybody we can email. She's not here today. Her name is Linda Wesley. I call her the email queen because once she gets your email, you get everything from her.
Yeah, so
we
I'm sorry.
we email people. We put it on Facebook. We put it on Instagram. We put it out to let people know we're doing the Skilled Trades Task Force. It's kind of like you can take them to the water, but you can't make them drink it. And
Right.
so we got it out there as much as we can get it out there, and it's up to the individual to come to the meeting. And we send it different churches have the information. They share the information. So we have different people at different meetings. I suggest that don't just come to one meeting. Come to as many meetings as you can because it gives you an opportunity to show that you're interested. It gives you an opportunity to tell the person, I called you, and look them straight in the face and say, ain't nothing like looking the person in the face saying I called you and didn't get a call back.
True
So it
that.
gives you an opportunity to continue to stay engaged. It might be some different information or some different opportunities that come up at that meeting. It's never no meeting is the same meeting. You always get different things at the meeting. Sometimes you might have someone here from a trade that's not here. Nobody up here is getting paid to be here. So, they may have something else, like you might have someone from the carpenters that might be here at the next meeting. And so you may have people from different trades at different meetings. You might have a developer at a meeting that's going to give you information, because when contractors and development comes before the city, one of the
Yes.
things that I tell the developer is you need to come to the Skilled Trades Task Force, and they're trying to get that contract approved. Trust me, they're going to come to the meeting to give you information about what they're doing, and that gives an opportunity for them to also talk to the different trades that are up here, for the trades to get involved with the development that they're doing. And so I always recommend don't just come to one meeting, but you have different people at different locations. And so once you get to your question, once you get the information, share it. Do an email blast out to people that you know, because it's free. It's
Oh
free.
no, trust me.
Sometimes we have a mobile unit here that's able to let you do resumes and let you do anything, because they have a computer and all of that stuff for you to work on, because everybody don't have don't have that capability.
Oh, there we go.
Sound like I need an electrician, but sometimes we have the mobile unit out wherever we're at, and they can go on the mobile unit and do the things that they need to do. And so there's different activity that occurs at different meetings. And so you never know who's going to be at the meeting. When we did the Ford, the Chrysler FCA, we had people out here talking about FCA, giving you an opportunity to get employment opportunities with Chrysler. So just depending on what's going on, it's what might, once you come out to the meeting, a person that you might have the opportunity to talk to that you otherwise would not have that opportunity to talk to. So again, send out an email blast, invite people. Our next meeting is normally on the agenda, and our next meeting on that note is on February the 26th at Cromwell Community Center, located on Lasher Road. And so we
I'm
tell
actually
you,
familiar with the location, and I actually do want to thank you all for your time, because time is the most precious commodity there is, that's out there. And I'm only 26, but I try and tell everybody that I meet, in the neighborhoods and just anywhere generally. Like Detroit is going through a gentrification process, and I try and tell all the young, mostly males, but young people in general, like, man, y'all need to become like a plumber, electrician, because I do kind of freelance contractor work. I just pretty much fix up your whole house. But I'm trying to get more serious and get more professional, and maybe get into a union or something like that. And I know that a lot of people won't follow unless they see action. So I call myself being an advocate of the people who kind of got lost in the cracks, to people who have the ambition and the will. They just need a little direction and a little push. And so I'm going to go gather all this information in this pamphlet, and I did see the information on your pamphlet about the email, and I'm going to follow up on the meetings and try and schedule one at my church. Okay. And just kind of reach out there in the neighborhood, in the communities, because I realize that it's important and it's vital, especially in this day and age, because we don't want to look up and lose ourselves, what we really call Detroit. And we're on the verge of doing that if we don't do something about it. And I recognize that, and I'm just trying here to help. But once again,
and in most of the fields, I think the qualification is you have to be the age is 18 years old. And so I'm just saying, if you look up here, I think everybody is a little older than 18. And so,
Yeah.
People want to retire at some point, but when they retire, they want to know that there's someone that can carry on the work that they are doing. And so, here's that bad wire. And so it's always good to have our younger people. And then also there is a school that is out there that trains our younger people. And I'm going to ask if one of the gentlemen up here would talk about the Philip Randolph School that gives our younger people an opportunity.
Yes, so thank you, Madam President. There was a partnership between the city, DPS, CD, And the skilled trades, we all got together and to take Randolph School, which is on the west side on Hubble and 6 Mile, and to really invest heavily into the skilled trades there. The electrical program there had been mothballed for 3 years, and we put our instructors over there. We're teaching high school age kids, so if you have anybody that's in high school right now, they can go to Randolph for free, and we are teaching high school age kids how to become an electrician. So it's a great place to get your pre-apprentice training done. So when you graduate from high school, you go right off into the skilled trades. So it's a awesome opportunity. And if you're an adult, you can get into the Access for All program that's done at nighttime. So there's nighttime classes at Randolph for adult ed and daytime classes for high school age kids. And it's all free.
All right, once again, thank you all for your time, and appreciate y'all coming out here.
And thank you for being here.
No problem.
Hold on. So let me tell you. Let me give you the housekeeping rules that you missed. So we are being televised, and so if you go up to the mic, that means everybody can hear what you're saying, whether they're at home, because we all want to make sure you get the information that you want to get, but we want those at home that couldn't make it here get the information as well. So if you go to the mic, everyone can hear that question, because I'm sure someone else has the same question, okay? Thank you.
I just wanted to let you know, all these trades up here, they deal with the police department when the police department has career fairs. Like they said, they deal with DPS. I know the bricklayers, they're constantly at Randolph Vocational School. Ram's constantly at Randolph. We all need workers right now, all the trades. It's a big boom right now for the skilled trades in the city of Detroit. And also with Ram, I actually went with the group of Ram employees. We just left the Parnell Correctional Facility up there in Jackson. So we're not just sticking with Metro Detroit. We're going all over. Like they said, it's felony friendly. Let us know they'll hire you. So we are reaching, going around trying to find people.
I just want to make sure people understand that we're going through a major construction boom in Southeast Michigan and throughout the entire country. There had been work that had been just deferred, delayed, and now just the tsunami of work is just steadily increasing every year. And so in Southeast Michigan, there's just so many different construction projects. You ask anybody up here on this, on the stage here, that there's so much work going on. We need people. Coupled with the fact, Madam President, that we have most of our trades are retiring. You know, the baby boomer generation, as they're exiting and leaving the trades, it's leaving a very large hole in the workforce that we need more people. So there's never been a better time. There's never been a better time in Detroit to get into the skilled trades. Never in our lifetime have we seen this amount of work going on in our city. It's probably been 100 years since the last time we had this amount of work going on in the city of Detroit all at once. And I just want to make sure everybody knows also, UAW is not up here, but if they were, and they usually do come to these meetings as well, they would tell you that there's work at the plants as well. They're hiring. If you go to DetroitAtWork.com, DetroitAtWork.com, you can also apply for some of these Chrysler plants that are hiring. So FCA is hiring. They need thousands of people, thousands. So if you're not ready right now, just know that there are plenty other opportunities out here in the skilled trades. Thanks.
Yes, Kelvin Lundy. My question was, so you said Randolph that's free, correct? So
Correct, yes, Randolph is
so
free.
all the apprenticeship trades that you're talking about, are they free courses?
That's correct.
Okay.
For high school, so just know that if you're a high school age, they're free. If you're for adults, they have an Access for All program. So that Access for All program operates at nighttime, and that covers all the trades as well.
Okay, so
But it's separate, but it is free. They actually have stipends, as been mentioned. They have stipends to help offset the costs for you.
okay, because I'm a little past that high school age. Another question. I mean, you just mentioned Detroit at Work. I've been there. So what I don't understand, the way they have it set up is you apply for a job, but you email one person that's supposed to be administrator of, I guess, they liaison with the companies, like you say, FCA. I've been over there to over there near Central. I can't remember what the junior high school name is. And I've applied, but I noticed that when I applied, it didn't go to the job per se. It went to one person that you emailed to him, and then he leads you into the jobs, and I don't understand it. I haven't heard a word yet, and I was like first of the year. Why is it set up that way?
So my suggestion is to go down to the Samaritan. Are you on the east side? East sider?
Yes.
You can go to the Samaritan Center. You know where the Samaritan Center on Connor? If you go into that, they actually have people that can talk to you directly instead of dealing with an email, or you can talk to somebody in person.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. They just opened over there at the Durfee. That's the name of the school, the Durfee Center. Okay, it's on the west side. They only been open 2 months. So I've talked to everybody. They got a coach for you. They have it set up nice. But the question is, why is it when I apply for a job, I'm emailing one person? So I apply for 10 different jobs, but it's only going to one person.
So that's a question for the city of Detroit. We don't have a representative here
Okay,
right now
I'll
to
just-
answer that question, and I don't want to answer something
That
and
you don't
give you the
know
wrong
about.
answer.
I
But I can
understand.
definitely help you because, okay.
I'll try to help you. Hello, I'm Stacy Alavashi, and I represent General City HR for the City of Detroit. So the question the gentleman's asking isn't related to the City of Detroit. It's for DESC, if you will, that runs the various work location, the Samaritan Center, Sir Metro, and Northwest Activity Center. And what it sounds like, just from from a recruiting perspective, is you're submitting an application and it's going to one point of contact. So I don't know if that one point of contact is, if you will, a career advisor within the organization of DESC that's then facilitating or dispersing the resumes out. Or I don't know if, let me ask you this, the 10 jobs you apply for, are they with one organization?
Pardon me?
The positions you apply for, are they with one organization?
No, it's all different jobs.
Yeah. So it sounds like, from my understanding of DSC, or from the one-stops, if you will, he's working with a career advisor that may be reviewing the resume to see if he meets the minimum qualifications of the position before they pass it along to the client. And so that's a question for them and not us. But we'll help you. We'll help you. I'll give you my card, and we'll see what we can do for you. Okay.
Okay, DESC is Detroit Employment Solutions Center. And I will make sure I have someone here from Detroit Employment Solutions Center to talk to you, or to just talk about how they handle the applications or whatever they receive in. But just like with FCA. FCA promised the city of Detroit so many jobs to the city of Detroit. And so DESC was working hand in hand with FCA, with helping them, helping the people fill out the applications, and they took the names and they referred those names to FCA. FCA then did the application process. They took those applications. They called those people in because they guaranteed so many jobs to Detroit residents. So they had that list of the names. They took those names, took those applications, called those people in, and they interviewed them. So some of the companies work directly with the Detroit Employment Solutions Center. And so I will have someone come to a meeting to explain directly at the meeting what they do.
After the meeting, if you want to talk to me after the meeting, I can give you a direct line to somebody that can help.
That would be great. Thank you.
Any other questions?
How y'all doing? You said something about the transcripts for your algebra. Do you have to take the test, or are you talking about the transcripts from like your GED or something?
So part of the requirement is you have to have 1 year of algebra. So that can either be, it needs to be either on your high school transcripts, or you can do it post-secondary. You can take it at a community college. They have online classes. You can do it online to get that high school equivalent for your algebra, 1 year of algebra.
All right.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Now, again, that is just for the electricians, though. That doesn't represent any other trade up here. That's just if you want to be an electrician, you have to have that year of algebra.
We have to produce the GEDs and stuff to all you guys, right?
Correct.
Now, I got mine in prison a long time ago, and I've been trying to get it calling Lansing, and I can't find it or anything.
You know what county you were incarcerated in?
When I got it,
Yeah.
no, I know the city.
Okay.
Ionia.
Well, all right. Ionia, that's the county you're in, Ionia
Okay.
County. So what I would do is call that county. They got county records of all that, and that's where I'd start, is Ionia County.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Tanya Glover, and I want to ask about the electrical program. I want to go into industrial electrical. I don't want to go into residential or any of that. I haven't seen anything on your website that states that you have industrial electricians.
That's primarily the work that we do is, as far as the most amount of work that we have is in that area. So the inside wireman program is our
Indoor.
industrial. Yep. So
Okay.
that's, if you apply for that, that's the type of work you'll be doing, the heavy industrial, big commercial work. We do have 3 different apprenticeship programs that you can apply for. So there is residential, you can apply for that. And then we have the IT side that, for
The
all of your.
telecommunications.
Yeah, yep.
Yes, sir, and then the inside construction.
And,
Okay.
and then the inside construction, and that's the heavy industrial stuff. So the manufacturing, the heavy manufacturing, the steel mills, if you like that type of work, we got it.
Okay, all right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to add that you can get a lot of the information about all the trades at mustcareers.org, and it gives you a description of all the trades, and I think it gives you a description of some of the apprenticeship readiness programs as well.
This is kind of a sidebar, but online there's a program called Khan Academy. It's free. If you want to go and work on your algebra, you can do it on your phone while you're sitting here. You can do it at work or wherever, in your car, in your tub, wherever. But if you want to brush up on your algebra, that's a good program to go on. It's KHANacademy.com, and it's free.
Yes, thank you. And we do have that as one of the places that we suggest if you want to brush up on your math skills. For those that want to become an electrician, that is a good resource. And I would say that we do recommend that people, even if you are good at math, that you still brush up.
Any other questions or comments?
Well, first of all, I wanted to talk about what the about the union, about what we do as a union. So what we do is represent all our employees, obviously, all our members, so that we can fight for better cost of living, for better wages, for better benefits. So a lot of people think, well, why am I going to join the union? Why would I join any of these unions? Yeah, we want you to join a skilled trade. We want you to get a profession, but why join a union? It's because we're the only entity that fights for the workers' rights. The corporations aren't going to fight for your rights, and the politicians aren't going to fight for your rights unless we push for those issues. Also wanted to mention, too, that I have a brochure right here with all the building trades. If anybody's interested, they can pick up all the contact information. Thank you.
Can you do me a favor and just take them and put them on the back table? Thank you.
I don't want to be disruptive. How you doing, Council President? Do you mind if I?
No, can you just, okay. Go.
Okay, how y'all doing? My name Dino Van. I represent a skilled trade org, STEEP, Skilled Trade Enrollment Assistance Program. We got an orientation starting this Friday. What we do is we bring y'all in wherever you are. Truth is, you got to pass math tests, you got to have your driver's license, GED, birth certificates, you got to have all these different type of things to get into these skilled trades in order for you to take advantage of the money they talking about. Me, I'm an iron worker. That's my agent up there, Anthony Ramos. We started an org to help get y'all in, you know what I mean, so that, you know, when you come to the program, you got to be able to pass a math test to get in. You know what I mean? So your math got to be sharp. You got to have the documents that you need to get in. So that got to be in order. We help you get all of that in order, and we get you the skills that you need so that when you go to these programs, you're not green, you're not, you know what I mean, stepping into a situation that you know nothing about. You know what I mean? You kind of have some exposure to it. The skilled trades is a beautiful, it's a great way to make a living, man. I mean, me personally, I came home about 4 years ago, and I got into the trades. And when I got into the trades, I was able to buy homes, buy cars. I was able to take care of my business. And not only that, I was able to start an org to help to be able to bring y'all in. You know what I mean? To bring everybody in that act like they want to be interested into the skilled trades. Now, I'm gonna tell you, skilled trades ain't easy. You know what I mean? It ain't just no, you know, you step in and making $100 grand a year. The potential is $100 grand a year. You can make $100 grand a year easy if you got the work ethic. You know what I mean? But it ain't easy. You know, you got to bust your ass. You got to wake up every day. You got to be committed to it. You know what I mean? You got to live that life. But it's there. The opportunity is there. Everything that they told y'all is true. However, there is some barriers in the way. It's some stuff that we got to get in order for us to be eligible to take advantage of these opportunities. So this is what our program is. So I just came, I want to make sure that y'all at least know about us so y'all have an opportunity to take advantage of it. You know what I mean? We kind of try to bridge the gap between everybody that's sitting in the crowd and actually being on these work sites, actually being on these job sites, making the money that we make. We make a whole lot of money, y'all. You know what I mean? So we just want y'all to be able to take advantage of it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, one more question. I didn't hear anything about the HVAC trade. I don't see it here. Heating, venting, air cooling.
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes, we do have a stationary education program. There is no, so we have an apprenticeship program coming up in January, next January. But you do not have to be a member of the local to take classes. The address should be on there. It's 1550 Howard Street,
1550.
Howard.
Okay.
Yeah,
So what about recertification? I'm actually certified, but in Louisiana, but I need some Michigan recertification.
I would recommend we talk afterwards. I'll give you my card, and I'll bring you down to the stationary education center.
Thank you.
All right.
That MUST program, that pamphlet that back there, that has information for the HVAC as well. So all the trades are there. So they'll have the contact information, phone number, and website.
If we run out of those MUST templates, if you grab one of the Michigan Labor's Training and Apprentice Institute sheet, the website's on the back page in case we run out of that, the MUST booklets.
How you doing? My name is Tamuk Scruggs. I actually am in sheet metal heating and cooling. Where'd the young man go? But there he is up there. He just took my seat. So our local is Local 80. We are sheet metal / heating and cooling, building trades maintenance. I'm actually just getting off work right now. I just left a job site down the street at Mound and 9 Mile. We're building the new paint building down there. We just had our test, our first test of the year. Last date for the application was the 15th. But the next test will be in July. It'll be the last date for that application. Will be the 3rd Wednesday of the month. Then the test will follow in the following week. The website address is smw80.org. You will see that information in the MUST career packet. The phone number is 586-579-9190. And the 9190. And the location is 32700 DeQuinder. And that's just south of 14 Mile. That is our training center. Our actual Union Hall is located in Southfield on 12 Mile. They are actually accepting 30 apprentices throughout the year. So it is a great opportunity. We got more work coming up, and I mean, our work is coming up. We follow basically behind the iron workers and electricians. So as short as they are, we're shorter than they are because they take all the people first. So if you get into Steve has 100% completion rate through their program. If you go into the ironworkers, everybody else whose math skills are already up to date normally end up going into either the electricians or the pipe fitters, and then everybody else kind of sort of go to the less glamorous careers like sheet metal heating and cooling. As you can see, I'm not, this not GQ week. This get money week. So we on 10 days. I've been working every day since Thanksgiving. The only days we had off was Christmas and New Year. So it's been a lot of work, but I got 6 checks sitting at home. So enjoy this is the information that we come out here. I've been coming to the Skilled Trades Task Force meeting since 2005. I completed my 5-year program April of 2019. So I'm a certified journeyman. I also have felonies. So there's nothing that you can't accomplish if you want to do it. My daughter has completed pretty much everybody's test up there, passed everybody's test up there. So this is not just something that I'm saying to you. This is something that I tell my own family. So if you want to get in, whatever your situation is, we probably have somebody out here that has the organization or some resources to help remove the barriers. Appreciate y'all.
And I said 10 years, then I said 12 years, and then when someone who's actually been doing it come, they tell you how many years it's actually been. We've been doing this so long until I lose track. So, yeah. Percy.
Hey, hello, Council President.
Hello,
Once again,
Happy New Year's.
same to you. That's just what I was getting ready to say to all you at the panel. Happy New Year to you, and glad to see you kicking off to 2020, reaching out once again to the community. My name is Percy Johnson. I've been coming to Council President's Skilled Trade Task Force meeting for 7 years now. So I've retained a lot of information. If you need additional information or you need somebody to help counsel you and guide you, please take my phone number, 313 719 9921. And just text me the word help. And I promise you, I'll get with you and see what route you're trying to pursue. And we'll talk about some of the needs of what you might have to go through to get in these positions. And also, and I'm doing this just to help you, all right? But the only thing that I ask that you do in return is to be engaged civically. I need you to vote. You got to understand that a lot of programs that we got, a lot of these trades that are here, they are protected by individuals that we elect and put in office to protect labor, so labor can have the pensions, the good income. If you vote for certain people, they'll help you. If you vote for some, they'll take policies away from you. It's like we got that.
We ain't calling no names.
No, I'm not saying no name of nobody, by no means. But I'm talking about the policy that's hurting the trades. That's a policy that's in place that's hurting. No, not right to work. It's another one. But anyway, bottom line, I need you to vote. And I also need you to participate in the census. All right, this is 2020. Don't be afraid of these census. Make sure you get your information in. This is where we get our revenue. So we can have the income for training that you get from these programs. Council President, I got a young man that's been challenged. He's been trying to get to be an electrician, but he's challenged with getting his high school transcripts because he went to Southeastern, and the school is not existing anymore. Am I right? Southwestern High School? Southwestern. It's Southwestern, the one that's closed. And he's been pursuing, yearly over a year or so, trying to find the way that he can get his transcripts because it's holding him back of being able to apply for some of the trades.
Yeah, we can help. We have people that have been working on that. So the city has identified that as one of the barriers. There's people at DESC that have specifically trained that, to have ways of getting those transcripts from DPS.
So
Yeah, so
Tell
I
him to
can give
call
you that
you?
contact. Yeah, I can give you that contact.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I have him to call you too?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Give me the contact. I have him to reach out to you and see if we can help this young man. Okay, and that's all I got. Thank you.
This the man right here, y'all. I was telling y'all about. It's because of him that I stand here, the Massey Apprentice of the Year, a journeyman laborer, and all that I am because of him. He give out his number. He's also a journeyman, and he worked 135 hours a week, but he still take his time out to help us. So Percy, I'm not giving him my number, but if some people call you, you can send them my way. I'll help you, because he is overloaded, and he is the truth. And also about the transcript, have him call me, because I can get a transcript for him.
And I have to vouch for that as well. Percy comes to all the meetings. I thank you. Percy does give out his personal cell phone number. He will help anybody that asks for help. So if you don't ask for help and you didn't write the number down and you won't help, shame on you. Because he doesn't need anybody up here to help him. He's helping you all that's out there because he is actually working. He has his career going on and has had his career for a while, but he wants to help everybody that wants help, just like these gentlemen sitting up here want to help everybody that wants help. And so if you don't ask for help and you say you're looking for something and you walk out that door and you don't talk to the person that you need to talk to, or you didn't write down his phone number, then you really don't want help, because they're here because they chose to be here, not because their job say you got to go there. They're here because they chose to be here to try to assist those that want assistance. They don't run out the door, I do. So they're here to talk to you even after we adjourn this meeting. So I can't not stress it enough. I thank them. I appreciate them. When I'm not here, they are here. They keep the ball rolling. And so I thank each one of these gentlemen that are up here today who are giving of themselves to try to help those who need help. I thank the ones that are in the audience that have theirs, but they're still here to try to help you. She told you how she started. She don't have to be here, but she wants to help. He don't have to be here. I'm looking at somebody standing up against the wall that don't have to be here. I'm looking at somebody that's sitting in a chair that's pointing to somebody that don't have to be here. And so these people are here because they want to assist you. So I thank them for giving of themselves, for giving of their time every month to try to assist those that want assistance. It's up to you. We can take you to the water, but we can't make you drink it. So if you want to drink it, talk to them. You want to get a taste of it? Because it's legal money. It's real. It's real. And there's so many opportunities that are out there. Like he talked about the opportunities, and then he talked about voting. But Detroit has an ordinance that says that when they're on these jobs and they get they're building, they should be hiring, if they're getting tax abatements from the city of Detroit, they should be hiring 51% of Detroit residents. Don't let them say we couldn't find no Detroit residents. They should be hiring 51%. And it's the elected officials that make sure they do what they're supposed to do. I'll call anybody to the table. Ain't no shame in my game. And I don't bite my tongue at all. And these guys will tell you, because a lot of times they jump on me for calling somebody to the table. So if you want that help, you want that opportunity, if you have a question and you don't ask it, guess what? Bye-bye. The meeting is adjourned. But it's a shame on you if you're sitting there with that question that you don't ask. Because ain't no question a dumb question, and trust me. I ask dumb questions that somebody might say is dumb sometimes. But if I need an answer, and I'm the longest serving council member, you think I'm going to sit in the chair and not ask it? I don't care who think it's dumb. I need that answer. So answer the dumb question, because I'm a dummy. So if you need to have a question answered, ask that question. Because I'm sure somebody else sitting here saying, that's a dumb question, they ain't going to ask it. And if you don't have any other questions, I'm sure my camera crew who's been working all day ready to go home too. So if you don't have any other questions and nobody else wants to come to the mic and there's nothing else here, then this meeting will stand adjourned. The next meeting will be on February the 26th at 16630 Lasha Road at the Cromwell Community Center. Make sure you fill out your email address on the back, because that's the way we get information to you if something should come up for career days or anything. We get that information to you by email. Thank you so much for being here. Thank Media Services for being here, assisting us. Thank all of you all for being here. Again, Happy New Year's. This meeting stands adjourned.